and welcome back to Due South Sips and Travel Tips. I'm Nina V. King DuPont, and this is Hammy Picard DuPont. Hopefully you can see him. If you can't, he's chewing a chewy over here. And today, you're going back with me to Couplestowerisle, or better known as CTI. So, I visited there last March of 2023, and then I went back because I loved it so freaking much in the fall of 2023. The main stickouts for me, I guess you could say, is the food at Couples. Love the food at CTA. Oh my god, y'all, so good, as you've seen from my other video. This is definitely a pro tip video, just like the video that you saw at Valentina Riviera Maya that I did. So it's going to be a little bit of a different format. I will have some vlogging in it, but definitely lots more pro tips. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Due South Sips and Travel Tips. I'm Nina V. King DuPont, and today you're coming with me to Couplestowerisle. So this is our pro tip video all about Couplestowerisle. Y'all know that we already did a review video, so I'm gonna try to pack in as many pro tips as I possibly can, and also do a little vlogging along the way, just like in my Valentina Imperial Riviera Maya pro tip video. So we transferred here from Jewel Paradise Cove a few hours ago. We absolutely were really surprised at how much we like that property, and also be able to see a video about that as well. We did a review video about that experience and that resort. So we're checked in, we're unpacked. I've got our minibar selections outside of the room, even though I did fill out the online requests, but they weren't, nothing happened there. So we are about to go check in with the concierge. I did pre-book our dinners. Hopefully everything is intact there, and see if I can't get some changes made to a little bit of a later dining time. If you are a Romance Rewards member, pro tip, if you've been to Couplestowerisle before, or been to any other couples property, you are able to enroll in what's called Romance Rewards, and so you can pre-book your dinners and fill out your minibar selection, etc. But our minibar selection wasn't there when we got to the room. So, but you can do that. And we are definitely doing the repeaters dinner. It's on Monday nights at CTI. I'm not sure about other couples properties, but you can probably figure that out from the resort groups or by emailing the resort directly. So, without further ado, let's get on into it. Alrighty. I'm not going to number all of the pro tips because I have so many, and some of them are kind of lengthy. So hopefully you've already watched my other Couplestowerisle video. I do go into the history of the property, as well as I have a couple of room tours, and I just think that if you are looking at this resort, it is essential that you watch that video. So, as I mentioned a while ago in the video, it is important, I think, to fill out your online request prior to arrival. Again, I didn't get what I requested in my minibar upon check-in. However, they did handle that pretty quickly once we checked in, but I was able to go ahead and reserve all of our dining times and get into the restaurants that I wanted to. The first time that I went, this was not the case. So I definitely think that it's definitely worth it for you to go ahead and make sure that you email the resort. They do like an old school form you print out, and then you fill it out by hand and you email it back to the concierge, and you are usually able to get the reservations that you want. But again, this is only if it's your second time at a couples resort, or third or fourth. It's not someone that is a newbie heading to the resort. Next pro tip coming at you. So if you love a cantankerous, just super over the top nightlife, this is definitely not the resort for you. I kind of feel that way about every resort in Jamaica, but especially here at CTI, it is a much more relaxing kind of environment. It, in my opinion, is more geared towards folks in their like mid 30s and upwards. I mean, I couldn't imagine coming here in my 20s. And anyways, I absolutely adore the property. I know what I'm getting into when I'm going there. They do have a club that is open late night, and I have never made it there, y'all, because I am old and I am usually in bed by 11 or 12 at the absolute latest when I do hit up a resort. The piano bar is absolutely epic here. I can't say enough good things about it. I just adore the piano bar at this resort. But again, you're not going to get those big band type of situations. They do have a band sometimes throughout the week. It just depends. They do play over near the buffet, which is a little weird. That you can eat and watch the band at the same time. I've also seen this done at other resorts, but there's really not a place to like really dance and things like that. So just be aware of that when you do book this resort, that the entertainment at night is not going to be that over-the-top party kind of atmosphere. During the day, I think the entertainment is fine. They have the typical pool bingo and things like that, but it's still not at the same volume that you might see at other resorts. Good morning. It is our first full day at couplestowerisle. We got here yesterday. Last night we did eat dinner at the Veranda restaurant. It was really good. Right now, it seems when I'm reading in the groups is that they're really short-staffed here. So we did the martini party. It was not on the roof this time. It was in the piano bar. Heard that, again, that's because they're so short-staffed right now. Not really sure what's going on with that. And also, most of the dinner reservations, the latest you could book right now is like 7:45 or something, which is super early for Greg and I to eat. We are late eaters, as most of y'all know, so that's a little bit of a negative for us. And then what else did we do yesterday? We did a rum tasting yesterday. I have footage of that. That was fun. They really didn't talk about the rums necessarily, but we did get to try a whole bunch of them. Let's see, today we are going to go and just kind of walk the property and get some footage for you all. And then this afternoon we're going to have lunch actually at the buffet, because I really love the buffet here, y'all. We did have our banana bread this morning, ate all the banana bread, so good. We had that delivered around, I think, 7:30 this morning. And then tonight we were invited to the repeaters dinner, so we're going to the cocktail hour for repeaters, and then we have the dinner, I think, at 7 p.m. and that is a set menu, so I'm a little nervy about that because I don't eat a lot of like meat. Like I'll eat chicken and that's about it, so we'll see what happens. I do love anything vegetarian, however, so I think that's about it. I'm gonna get lots of footage for y'all today and pro tips and all the things. So let's get our day started. First drink of the day is some kind of banana drink that we don't know. We got the bartender to make for us. So cheers. We secretly already tried it, but it was really good. Here's some drink pro tips. The first being is don't expect the drinks you order to be the same bar to bar, especially here at this resort. Sometimes we would even order certain drinks that were listed on the menu and they wouldn't be anything like what the menu stated. So just be aware of that if you do go to CTI. I've seen that at other resorts, but especially here at couplestowerisle. So kind of get to know the bartenders and who makes what, etc. I do think that the piano bar makes the best drinks, probably because a lot of those bartenders do work the martini bar night. So I really like their espresso martini. It's absolutely delicious. Another pro tip is make sure that you do the martini night. I'm not sure. I know it's only done like 1 or 2 nights a week. I think it's 2 nights. Make sure that you find out about that before you go. You can ask in the resort groups, or you can email the concierge or the resort prior to your arrival. The first time I went, it was on the rooftop, and that was absolutely incredible. It was really cool. They had a really neat guitar player playing there, and it was just a really nice atmosphere to be outside on the deck at night. It is that rooftop is above like the buffet area. The stairs is over by the buffet, but lately they've been having it in the piano bar, which I also don't think it's as conducive as to meeting other guests, and it just feels like any other night in the piano bar, except the piano player's not playing at that time. So I hope that it's been moved back. I'm not sure if it has been. I know that they were understaffed for a minute, so, but again, definitely a must do to go to that martini night. So another pro tip for y'all, this is one of the designated smoking areas. The other one is through this hallway here, past the juice bar on the left, kind of near where the club is. And then you can also smoke at the front of the resort where you have seen me do some of my talks. So it's really nice here because it's really defined where you can smoke and you can't smoke, unlike at other resorts. Okay, a couple of pro tips so far. Definitely bring insect repellent. Usually skeeters and things like that don't bother us because we are from Atlanta, Georgia, y'all. But wow, the skeeters have really bitten us up this time, so just know that. Also, the pools have been kind of dirty. Not sure what's up with that. I don't know if the filters are not working or what, but be prepared for that as well. Not really a pro tip, but something I wanted to tell you all. And the flies are absolutely horrible at all the bars. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I definitely think they need to install some kind of like insect strips or fly swatch things, whatever. Yeah. Also, pro tip, coming this time of year in October has been the water's been much warmer than when we came in March. Typically when we go to the Dominican this time of year, the water is so cold that we don't even get in, but it's been absolutely fine. Y'all can see the insects around me, I'm sure. But it's been an absolute delight. The water has been fine. So again, I told you all about these insects. I will check in a little bit later today, and that's all I've got for now. Okay, so pro tip, there are tennis courts here. We did not notice this last time, if that's kind of your thing. You can come over here and, yeah, play tennis, y'all. To book Club MoBay or not to book Club MoBay? That is the question that I always see in resort groups. Pro tip, your girl always books Club MoBay for arrival and departure. I mean, it's only like $100 like for 2 people for arrival. I just think it's a no-brainer. It gets you through customs super fast. They have installed the like e-gates that they have at the Cancun airport in MoBay now, so that does help fast track you through customs. However, I really enjoy the VIP service with Club MoBay. I do have a video about Club MoBay, which I will link in the description box below. And I have another video that's about to come out about Club MoBay as well. So in total, eventually I will have 2 videos. So I absolutely love all the restaurants at CTI. I think there are so many options for such a small property, and the food is unbelievable. It is the best food I've ever had at any all-inclusive resort, and y'all know I've been to a ton of all-inclusive resorts, so this says a lot. In addition, I do live in downtown Atlanta, so I kind of feel like I'm a little bit of a foodie, and I'm a little bit of a snot-nosed person about food, so I do think that my assessment is right on the money. If for any reason that you book here for the food, y'all. There is a veggie bar, there is a pool grill, there is a coffee shop, which is lovely. There are several a la carte restaurants. One is called Veranda. It's more of a Caribbean vibe in there. One is called Bayside, which I absolutely adore, which is an Asian restaurant. One is called 8 Rivers, and it is more of the fine dining side of things. And then you do have that room service piece, which is nice because not all couples properties have the room service. So, pro tip, if you are a repeater of couples properties, they do offer a repeaters dinner, and y'all, it was unbelievable. I was a little nervy about it because, as I said earlier in the video, I am kind of picky about meat. I don't eat a lot of meat, but they do have different options. I'm going to show you all the menu that was the preset menu for that night. It does often change. It's so cool to see the GM come out and to see the chefs come out and so many staff members. I really appreciated that. It definitely gave that communal community feeling, which I really, really enjoy. This was such a highlight for me for this trip. Just again, absolutely adored that. Whenever I go to a couple's property, I will definitely do the repeaters dinner. I heard at other properties, they do have it where everybody kind of sits together in a more of a community kind of communal setting. But at CTI, you do get your own booth or your own table, etc. So repeaters dinner is definitely a must do. Another pro tip, I do think that the Asian restaurant is definitely a must do. I absolutely love sitting outside on that ocean veranda kind of situation. It is just unbelievable. I'm also a big fan of Asian food, so that is also just makes it even more of a special kind of dining option for me. So definitely hit up the Asian if you can while you're at CTI. Rooms. I'm not going to go too much into the room accommodations for this resort because I do that in my review video. So if you're interested in that, definitely watch my Couples Tower Isle review video. However, I do have another room tour you're about to see of the suite that we stayed in this time at CTI. It's the exact same suite that we stayed in last time. It's that deluxe ocean view guest room. I'm going to read the description just so you know what it is. Featuring breathtaking ocean views, our deluxe ocean guest rooms are located in Block 1 on the west end and Block 4 of the resort, overlooking the ocean and private Tower Island. These rooms offer convenient access to the fitness center and main pool. I definitely recommend getting an ocean view at this resort. I mean, the price difference between the garden view and the ocean view isn't that much different, and any of the ocean view types are going to be fine. I mean, honestly, the resort is not that big, so if you go with the cheaper ocean view, it's not like you're going to be that much farther away from everything. If you have mobility issues, of course, I would go with perhaps the superior ocean view, but if you don't, then definitely the deluxe ocean view is sufficient. Pro tip, everyone gets that mini bar that is stocked every day. The rooms are just about the same in every room type here, except for ones that have like the separate walk-in shower or the villa. And I do have a room tour of the villas in my review video if you want to see that. So let's get on into the room tour. All right, this is room 4212. It is the deluxe ocean view suite. You do get the closet that is pretty spacious, safe. Bathroom, again, y'all, hey, no double vanity. This is the same room room type that we stayed in earlier this year. So you did get to see that room tour in my Couples Tower Isle review video if you've watched that. This is, of course, the pro tip video. Opens up into just your basic room. Again, couples is really, there's just no frills. Again, as I talked about in my review video, you do get these water bottles and you have to go down the hall and fill up your water bottles. You also get a carafe. I've already placed that in our mini bar. This is the mini bar. It already comes with some red stripe and just some basic juices and things like that. Each day you can fill out a mini bar menu. I did do this online beforehand. I'm not sure that it's really looked at or whatever. They did not have it stocked with what I wanted when we arrived. But I did choose, already put it on our door, I did choose the rum for Greg, and I did sparkling wine and red wine, and just asked for some additional beers. This is your breakfast menu. It's again, they do have the breakfast buffet, but we really love the banana bread here. So we are having that delivered in the morning between 7:30 and 8. And you can choose whatever you want for each day, which is awesome. And I did get my repeaters cocktail party and dinner invitation. I actually made all of our reservations and things like that online, and I will talk more about that in this video as well. So this is the beds, very roomy, desk, plan to do some work there in the morning. I don't actually have to go to the coffee shop and do it, which is so nice. And then the awesome view. If I can get this open, I doubt I can. Really, really beautiful view of the island. We were closer to the pool last trip. It's kind of hidden with this palm tree, but really happy with this room type. Really like it. I probably would not upgrade. There is a higher tier room type. I will also talk more about that in this video. That's just like this room, is just a higher view, and it's more in the middle of the property, but walking does not bother Gray and I. So I think that's about it. We are gonna go have some more drinks, which I already have my champagne here, and just start to have an excellent vacation. Cheers, y'all. Let's talk a little bit about excursions. So, pro tip, as of the end of April, Couples Tower Isle is no longer going to provide a free shuttle service to Dunn's River Falls. That's huge because CTI has done that forever, but they are taking that away. It's going to now be a cost. So just know that if you are going to go. In fact, they've actually removed it from the website as, one of the free offerings. However, with that being said, you still get all the free water sports. You do get the 4 swimming pools. You get the 3 jacuzzis. They do have some snorkeling tours that they offer. The Hobie Cat sailing is included. They do have a glass bottom boat that's included. So you still have all those types of options. I have not done those. There's also a shopping tour that's included. I heard that it's not great. It's just, your typical kind of island gift shop junk kind of stuff. But if you haven't been to the Caribbean before, that might be something that you want to do. However, with all that being said, as y'all know from my channel, I am a snob, and I only do private tours. Obviously, in Jamaica, you don't have any kind of ruins or anything like that. I have done excursions. I've done a number of excursions in Jamaica before. This time, I just wanted something relaxing, so we ended up doing a private bar crawl, and I had an absolute delight of a tour guide. I found him via the Facebook groups, and I'm going to link his information down below, but his name is Duncan Carruthers. He is an absolute delight, y'all. Just such a sweet man. He's all about pleasing you. He will do whatever he can for you. And he also provides private transfers to and from resorts. So keep that in mind. If I didn't have the relationship I have with Best Jamaica, then I definitely would use Duncan to go to the various resorts. However, I'm all about using him for any kind of excursion that I possibly can. So he took us to like 3 or 4 bars in the ochosrios area, which is something that I really wanted to do. Yes, it was kind of touristy, but I had not been out in that area before. I wanted to also see where the cruise ships stock, etc. So you're going to get to see footage of all that in just a moment. But again, highly recommend him for any and all of your excursion needs. We're currently on a bar crawl and with Duncan. I will link his information in the description box below. We are at John Crow's Tavern. It's our first stop, and we just ordered our first drinks of the day. I'm a little hungover today from the piano bar last night, but we're going to make it happen. Greg and I ordered mojitos. Cheers. It's our anniversary. Here we go. It's Halloween. So, happy Halloween, y'all. All right, midday check-in. We are still on this private bar crawl. It's been really fun. It's just been around Ochosrios, which has been great. We are now at where all the cruise ships dock. Luckily, there aren't any in port today, which is nice. Margaritaville's over there. Kind of wish I was over there, but this was easier for our driver to get to. His name is Duncan, and the company I think is called Duncan and Sons. And again, I'm going to link it in the description box below. He's been awesome, super personable, really nice. He also does private transfers, so highly recommend him too if you're looking for a private transfer company to take you from the airport to wherever you're going in Jamaica. You know, I don't like to do the shuttles that the resorts provide because I'd rather be private and it's my time. So I'd rather book and pay a little bit more and be able to dictate when I leave the resort and all those things. Like I talked to somebody at the bar yesterday who's taking the couples shuttle, y'all. His flight is like at 1:30 and they're making him get on the freaking shuttle at 7 in the morning. Okay, redonkulous. Book a private transfer if you come here or wherever you go to an all-inclusive. It's just a no-brainer. Anyways, other than that, really kind of rainy here, but it's been such a nice day. We're about to go back to the resort and just relax. Probably not gonna get in the ocean today. Definitely will tomorrow. We have not done that at CTI yet, but we will do it tomorrow. And it's Halloween, so they're doing a lot of programming tonight for Halloween and things like that. We do have dinner at Bayside tonight, which is the Asian restaurant that y'all know I like so much if you watch my CTI review video. Cheers. And this is called Ocean's 11. So if you ever dock at Ochosrios, this is a pretty cool spot. It's like right outside of the gates where the cruise ships dock. So another pro tip. I only have about 4 or 5 more pro tips for you all. One is that the buffet, I like to call a buffet. It does have a different theme for lunch each day and usually dinner, which I really enjoy. I love it when they do the Asian theme. A lot of the food is food that they serve at Bayside, so that's always a plus for me. So definitely don't skip on the food. I know that the veggie bar has some really good looking sandwiches and things like that. I have not eaten there. That's the only place I've not eaten on the resort, just so you know. Another pro tip, which I do mention in the CTI review video, is that you do receive those water bottles in your room when you are at Couplestowerisle, and you can bring them home with you. They are free, but you have to fill those up in order to drink water at the resort. They don't have bottled water, but again, Jamaica has some of the most cleanest water in the world, so you don't have to worry about consuming the water like you do in Mexico and Dominican and other parts of the Caribbean. Afternoon. It's our last full day here, which is Sad Penguins. We do leave early tomorrow morning. Last night was really fun. They did some programming for Halloween, not as much as like Excellence Pizzicanos, which is where we normally go for Halloween. So that was slightly disappointing, but they did decorate and some of the staff dressed up. We heard that there was like a costume party, which we did not go to, and we just wore our typical clothes. So anyways, we ate dinner at the 7 Bays, which is like the Asian. It was really good. And tonight we're eating dinner at 8 Rivers. So it's been a really great trip. Super sad to see them. I know Greg isn't, but I always am. That's about it. I will check in later today, and I'm going to try to get more footage of like the spa and things like that. Just go around. The parrot, y'all. Don't sleep on the parrots. Pro tip. They are located towards the front of the property. When you walk out of the lobby, make a right. Go all the way towards the spa area and you will stumble across them. I'm putting footage of them here. They are super cute. It's just a kind of a fun little way to spend 30 minutes or so. I know we visit them every time we go, so definitely visit the parrots and other wildlife while you're at CTI. I think that's just a super interesting, just cool thing that this resort has that a lot of resorts don't have. Also, the rum punch. I definitely think this resort has some of the best rum punch that I've had in Jamaica. I know it's kind of subject to who makes it, but every time that I've gotten it at CTI, it's definitely a home run. So don't sleep on that when you're there. Pro tip, definitely order the rum punch. And the banana bread. Pro tip, y'all have heard me talk about it in the review video. I absolutely am obsessed with the banana bread at CTI, okay? Even if you don't really think you're going to like banana bread, or even if you don't really think you're going to be hungry first thing in the morning, I highly recommend taking advantage of that coffee, tea, pre-breakfast pastry service they have at this resort. I adore it. Oftentimes we will skip breakfast at this resort, just do that early in the morning and then have lunch. I really love that touch. I love that I don't have to call room service for my coffee. I love that they just bring it to me. They have always come within that allotted window and they are right on it. So 100% pro tip, do not skip that banana bread pastry intercontinental breakfast kind of situation while you're at CTI or any couples resort. All the couples resorts do this. And finally, what I get asked about a lot. Yes, the island is all natural. It is nude from, I think, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can go early in the morning and tour the island. I have not done that. Personally, the island is not my thing. I'm, don't really care about that part of the resort, but total respect to people that do. I know people that do it and absolutely adore it and find it very freeing. You have to completely disrobe once you are at your seat on the island. There is a swim up bar there. They do have food over there. The boat runs back and forth all day. So if that is something that you want to do or venture out of your comfort zone, more power to you. Awesome. By the way, every couples resort does have an area that is all natural. However, this is not any kind of swinger resort. It's not like a hedonism, y'all. It's just that there is a all natural area at every couples, and this one happens to be on the island. At night, they do utilize the island for private dinners. You can book that with the concierge. I think they're usually around $200 to $300. Please don't quote me. You'd have to reach out to CTI to find out more about the exact cost. I know that ebbs and flows, but it is a beautiful, beautiful island. It's our last full day, but here's to last day, best day, as I always say. First drink of the day, rum punch. I'm gonna miss these next week, y'all. I think that wraps it up, y'all. That's about it. Again, don't forget to watch my Couples Tower Isle review video. If you stumbled across this video before you found review video, all the pro tips. I will be back at CTI. Not sure if I'll go this year, but I'm definitely going to go back probably next year. Did it twice last year, and I kind of need to rest on it. I do want to try Couples Sans Souci in September or October. Definitely looking at doing that. But thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It's the only way I'm going to grow. And don't forget that experiences are greater than material things.